Hi guys. You can see I'm driving. I'm on the way to Birmingham. Sorry for the sunglasses as well. Literally, I went to the gym last night. Let's just say I went to bed about 12:30. Didn't sleep. I got up at probably about after 1. Got ready, went to the gym. Worked out, got back home, could not sleep until about 5:30, almost 6. Got a couple hours sleep, and now I'm in the car. I'm on the way to Birmingham. So yeah, you can see that, like, I'm not going to show my eyes right now. This isn't what I'm doing isn't illegal, so I'm not going to be looking too much at the camera, at the lens. Basically, all it is that I've turned it on as I got in the car. Before I took off, I've turned this on and I've started driving. I'm on the motorway now, so I've come out of the service station. So you will probably see, like, you won't see the service station because I started this as I've started the journey onto. I would have edited out the part with me in the service station, but I just wanted to, I'm going to elaborate on some things in the deeper podcast that I'm doing, in the Driven podcast. But I think one of the things I'm looking at is like my environment, and like I think I'm going to put out one episode before this, so you'll probably see this probably a week after or whatever, when this is actually the same day, but I'm in the same chain of thought. And what it is that I'm just looking at environment, and the reason I'm looking at that is because there's things that I think about on a daily, because, like, I don't know, right now I'm in a situation where I need to break off certain things that I've been doing repetitively. So what I need to do, I need to kind of fast. So I'm going to do a fasting. So the fasting isn't just for my body, so I'm going to do body fast, but like every Monday and Thursday, it'll be Tuesday this week and Thursday, I'm going to fast. And I'm going to fast in a way to say that, listen, I don't just fast my body, I'm going to fast my mind. So no social media, no YouTube, no films, nothing of that sort. It's going to be all kind of clean stuff going into my mind, because I'm trying to break certain habits, and one of the habits certain habits, but one of the habits is me just me being on social media, me like watching certain films and that, and taking up my time with that, because my time will be better spent going after my goals. And as I've explained in the previous video, which you will see before this one, hopefully, is that basically I do not need to be in social media. It messes with my head. It makes me not feel too well. And then certain other habits start to break into me. So I start to do things that are totally wrong for my character and the person that I see I can and will be or am in the future. So therefore, I need to stop these things. So I'm saying this now because I'm looking at environments, I'm looking at the things I do on a day-to-day basis. So my missus is a good and a bad influence on me. A good in the fact that she does very well. She does very well with like business. She does very well in her career. And so I've taken it upon myself to, you know, me as a person, I'm quite competitive, so I can be. My missus was saying that the other day, it was Christmas or New Year's, and we was doing some games, and I think her family realized that I'm quite competitive. But now I'm saying that I know I'm competitive, so I'm going to be competitive with her, not in a negative to the point where it's causing a rift between me and her. It's just in the fact that I need to gain certain kind of leverage for myself, so that I am like saying, okay, I'm earning more than you. Not to be like, oh, I'm fed up because you're earning more than me. No, right now because of how she works and like where she's working, she's earning more than me. Okay, her business is doing quite well, so that adds to it as well. So I'm saying that for me, my competitiveness is going to take me forward. She's part of my environment. Yes, she's part of the reason why I do and act and behave the certain way I do. Yeah. So your environment, they're like, my parents said to me as a young age, I don't know, many of your parents would have probably said the same things. Show me your friends and I will show you who you are, right? And I really have a handful of friends. I can count on one hand how many friends I do have. And so I will say this because these are the people that when I talk to, they influence me in a certain way. So if there's somebody around me that has got a good marriage, that's good. There's somebody else around me that has good character, good. I've got my missus and other people that are doing well financially, good. I speak with my family like in a certain way because they've got certain principles that I need to abide by, and they need to remind me of who I am. And in my previous video you would have seen I've mentioned certain things like I need to make sure that I'm grounded and my family keep me grounded. It's just a reminder of where I've come from because I've failed in so many ways and I'm not looking to fail again, but at the same time it's that reminder that don't get too big, don't get too lofty. Even though I've got lofty intentions, don't get too lofty. But I digress, go back to, listen, your environment is going to shape you, yeah? And as I said in the last video, which I'm gonna say again, the sacrifices you have to make in order to be successful is gonna be one of, you know what, who do I need to give up? And in my life, there's been people in my life that I've had to give up because the way they behaved wasn't what I saw for my future. So I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about women, I'm talking about like associates, I'm talking about that, even like jobs. I've had to give up because that's not, it helped me for a bit, the job probably, but then I know this is not where I'm meant to be. I need to move on. And so I used it as a stepping tool to move forward. What I'm trying to say is develop your environment. I need somebody around me now, like I've got somebody around me and we're both on the same task of trying to work out a bit harder and trying to like keep ourselves motivated. So we send each other messages like 3-4 times a week. I'm probably gonna develop that a bit more, but we'll see. Just to say, how's your workout doing? Show me the sweat. They're kind of taking pictures of the sweat that we're taking. This morning, I sent a video of me skipping, so it's that accountability. So you want people to hold you accountable so that if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, they can stop you and say, this ain't right, you need to be doing. Why aren't you doing? How comes this is, think about it. Because at the end of the day, there's people around you who are holding you back and not letting you go as far as you need to go. Yeah, if you're married, then you need to have that conversation. Just say, listen, this is where I see myself. I need your support. If it's family, you need to kind of like distance yourself if you need to, because sometimes your family will bring you back down. And so you need to distance yourself. There's things that you need to do to get to that next level. And so this is why I'm looking at myself now, because before I can talk to you, I have to make sure I got this in myself. And this is experience. I'm not even talking about things that like I'm going through right now. This is experience. I have gone through this where, there were people that were smoking. And so I had to let go of them because I'm not a smoker. Yeah. Let them go. Okay? There were people that were drinking a lot. Yeah? I had to let them go because I'm not a drinker. I really don't. There's people who I'm going into a bit deeper one here. There's people who were around me who are known for playing around with women. I'll put it that way, that's good. I had to let go of those people, because that's not who I saw myself being. Okay, so my circle of friends got really, really small. And there were certain people who I was giving to that wasn't giving back to me. So they were taking from me energy, they were taking from me money, they were taking from me like my time, and I wasn't getting that back. Not to say it should be like tick for tat. I'm saying that there must be it must be reciprocal, So it's not to say that, it must be, you have to have that flow. If I'm giving you something, what am I getting back from you? I don't. It shouldn't be like that, but it is, because if people take too much, what do you have for yourself? You know, that's the thing you got to think about. What do you have for yourself? If people are always taking from you, what do you have for yourself? I'm going to answer this call and I will come back. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Not too bad. Listen, can I call you back in 1 minute?
Yeah.
All right. I'll call you back in 1 minute. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So that was my niece. And like, that's somebody I would give to, because that's somebody that's younger than me and I need to invest in, and I'm not expecting anything back from her because she's my niece. I know she gives me back because we sit down, we have conversations, she listens to what I say, yeah, and we're able to move and do things. But I'm just trying to say that at the end of the day, your environment, what is your environment made of? Who's in your immediate circle that's affecting you in a positive or a negative way? Write it down, and write down what people are giving to you that you can use to move to the next level. I'm reading Richard Branson's autobiography. I read that a few years ago. This guy, he said, I think that, was it Richard Branson? It might have been somebody else's autobiography. But he said, and I've heard this a lot anyway, find people that are better than you, in higher positions than you, and start to like hang around them, start to get in their circles, and then you'll actually either catch up with them or just be behind them because they're moving forward. At some point you might even surpass them. But find people that are in better positions than you, even if it's by one step. Like, I've got a mentor and he's a few steps ahead of me. He's a bit older than me, wiser than me, yeah, and he's got certain things in him that I want. So therefore, like, and I mean this as characteristics when it comes to operating in a certain circle. And so therefore I would say I'm being around this person because he's affecting me in a certain way so that I can be better. Yeah? So this is something you need to really, really think about. And this is something that you really, really need to take on board. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you want better, you want to do better, you want to become better, you want to become this person that you see yourself being in the future. How are you going to get there? What's the next step you can take to get to this thing? Do you even know what that looks like? If you don't, figure it out. Take some time out and figure it out. What does the future look like for you? And then start to associate with those people that are in those places. Right now, I've got an opportunity of a lifetime, and it's staring me in the face, and I'm yet to pull the trigger to jump into it. But I've made sure people around me know that, look, this opportunity is here, and so I'm going to take it at some point. I want not just for myself, but for you guys to take the opportunities and to run with them, because at the end of the day, opportunity, you have to, another mentor of mine, not my mentor no more, he says, you have to take the opportunity, in its lifetime, you have to take the opportunity of a lifetime in the lifetime of the opportunity, which means the opportunity won't always be there. Sometimes there's a closing date, there's an opening gap for opportunity. It's not going to come back around. So I want you to go out and do the same thing. I've got opportunities, I'm going to take them. You're going to have opportunities, you need to take them. Okay? In any case, right? I think I might call it a day there. But please, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you need any help or advice or anything like that, come to me. I really don't mind giving you any kind of advice. But this is just going to be my free forum to open up until my programs come back online. I've taken all my programs offline for a bit. And they will be coming along with all the other stuff I used to do. I used to give away t-shirts or sell t-shirts and the rest of it, items of clothing and other stuff. So they'll be coming. But guys, your environment is important. Where do you want to be? What do you need in your environment to grow? You're like a flower, you're like a plant that needs to grow. And if you haven't got the right soil, then you're never going to grow as far as you want to grow. You know, you need to put yourself in that place where you're ready to grow. You're going to grow. You're going to grow past other things and other people. Give yourself the best chance. You can't have weeds around you. You know, if something's messing with your head, like get rid of it or sort out this issue or the problem. A lot of the time, the issue and the problem is yourself. It's not nobody else to blame but you. So I'm telling you, go ahead, do this. You know, everyone, you've got that thing inside you. If you're listening to me, it means you've got something inside you that you need to push to become. You want to become greater. You want to become like this person, and you don't know how to get there. And so this might help you. Go get it.